Whitney. There.
Nice. Amazing. Unbelievable.
I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Hey, take those sneakers off.
No!
Take them off, I said.
No!
Ah, let him go. We'll never catch him. Not in these shoes.
I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O'Toole. I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Hey, take those sneakers off.
No!
Take them off, I said.
No!
Let him go. We'll never catch him. Not in these shoes.
I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O'Toole.
Hello there, YouTube. I 3, 2.
me. They're
Unbelievable. Legendary. Crazy. Incredible. Incredible. Awesome. Amazing. Incredible. Legendary. Incredible. Amazing. Amazing.
There.
Yo, I bet you can't spin that basketball on your finger for longer than 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds isn't even that long. Of course it is. You can do a lot in 3 seconds. Alright, I bet you can't say fat furry fireflies 3 times fast. Stop.
Wham face, beam face, Bahega face.
Nice. Nice.
Cut, 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 cut.
There.
Tacky, you here?
Tennis ball. Golf ball. Marker.
Where are all these people, including me, coming from?
Curious. We must have been recovered remotely. Makes sense, considering the name.
Oh, yeah. I lifted up the flap back in 2022 out of curiosity.
Same.
Tacky?
She is my friend.
Hey guys, I heard we were baking. Oh my gosh!
I accidentally put someone in the oven.
Hey guys, I heard we were baking. Oh my gosh!
Nice.
Let's cut away from that sadness, huh? Black hole is safe with 20. I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Hey, take those sneakers off.
No!
Take them off, I said.
No!
Ah, let him go. We'll never catch him. Not in these shoes.
I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O'Toole. Let's cool. I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O'Toole. Let's cool.
Hey, it looks like my next word is eating sugar. That's easy. I do that all the time.
It looks like Ruby is eating something, but the question is, what?
Well, I can't see, so the fate of the team rests on you, Icy.
I bet she's eating vegetables.
You know, those are bitter. I'm eating something sweet. Notice my smile?
Oh, I know. She's eating the poison remains of a dead contestant.
What? Hey,
If you use this sound, you're
Who the best geode mods.
Barney! It doesn't matter if you shim.
Did you know if you go to this website, you can stream live directly?
They de-AI'd Liar Macron. Alright, so if you're unaware, the song Liar Macron was originally exposed for being AI generated. However, someone just did something really fun. You see, this person just remade all of Liar Macron but without AI. Something I find really funny is a lot of people in the comments calling it Honest Macron, but yeah, it's really cool. Anyway.
Ha! Wait.
If you're happy.
I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O2. Let's cool.
Stories like this are exactly why I hate being in extremely dense crowds, because there's a potential for a crowd crush. The video that you guys just watched seems pretty unassuming. We can see a large group of people gathered for a Halloween celebration in South Korea. But if you've ever done any research on crowd surges and crowd crushes, you'll know that the density of people here is far too great. For context, on October 29th of 2022 in South Korea in a specific neighborhood, roughly 100,000 people showed up to go to this celebration for Halloween. This is what the crowd looked like from an aerial perspective. At one point, there was allegedly a group of unruly men that started pushing each other. This then resulted in a widespread effect, kind of like a ripple, which eventually led to a bottleneck where people were piled up 5 to 6 people deep, and 159 people lost their lives, with many more injured. After the tragedy, there was pretty widespread protesting, and authorities/officials were deemed responsible. While the full video here is certainly not the worst one I've ever seen, I certainly can't show it, but if you want to find it, you can go to Reddit. The video that you guys just watched shows a large group of people on a fishing boat. We can see a large whale shark. Talked about this many times, but this is another example of why you don't lift too much weight that you can't handle. The video that you guys just watched tragically shows the final moments of this powerlifter's life. We can see that she's about to do a back squat. She unracks the weight. We have spotters here, but unfortunately that wouldn't matter because she loses her balance and the weight folds down on her. This incident happened a little over a year ago on
Fairly
You finally come to peel me.
Super Idol.
I guess it's time.
I was happy in the haze of a drunken hour, but heaven knows I'm miserable now. I was looking for a job, but then I found a job.
I had no
2018 in that push school.
Baby.
7, 1, 2, where are you?
prize has been doubled.
That's gonna be like trying to get Sneakers O'Toole to take his sneakers off.
I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Now you see me?
I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Now you
Day 42 of playing your guys' levels. Let's go. Our first level is coming from Dong Dong 3972. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, this is heavenly. Wait, we're actually going into heaven. This is beautiful. Oh god, it's getting a little tight. What a good start. Our next level is coming from Mr_Bill U11. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's no way we have another peak level. Dude, the transition. Oh my. Dude, what is this decoration? Oh my. Okay, the swing copter kind of killed it. Our next level is coming from Glacy GD. Wait, the gameplay isn't bad here either. Yo, we got a 9 circles level? Wait, what type of gap is this? Why is this actually kind of hard? That was insane. Day 42 of playing your guys' levels. Let's go. Our first level is coming from Dong Dong 3.
Will higher Vidma be like part?
A collab.
Ruins it and makes Vidma collab with Python?
Chitero Megado something. OK Ruins Vidmond makes programs banned for Noah.
I don't care uses programs the same way.
Okay, your collab is disqualified now.
Error. It can't be disqualified.
Noah Istk, if you disagree with us one more time, I'm doing something. Vidma on top. Agree with Omega.
New Year Craft 20.
Ever. Trap me ever again, I have friends. You're a doxer, lime sheep, parrot, and you are... Ever. Trap me ever again, I have friends. You're a doxer, lime...
I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Hey, take those sneakers off.
No!
Take them off, I said.
No!
Ah, let him go. We'll never catch him. Not in these shoes.
I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O'Toole.
I built myself inside Geometry Dash. Not gonna lie, this actually looks pretty cool, right?
Cool, Maydash, but are you possible with accurate hitboxes?
Hey, Geo! I don't know yet, but let's find out. The first few jumps are pretty chill. Getting to the mouth, it gets a bit harder, but with precise jumps, it's possible. Once you hit the eyes, things get way more complicated. You have to fly with insane precision to survive, but it's still possible. The last part comes down to a single click. This decides if I'm possible with accurate hitboxes or not. I have to hit this dash sharp exactly in the middle, even have a chance to reach the end. And I can't believe it. The last spikes?
Well, then that's it. Impossible!
I built myself in...
These two just load that.
I want to try one of those pass the phone trends. So I'm passing the phone to anyone with a TADC layout, a Project Sekai layout, an Alien Stage layout, or a DDLC layout.
That's me. Passing the phone to anyone with a layout with a video game character. Hey, hope you don't mind me taking the phone. I am passing the phone to anyone who changes their layout every few days.
I want to try one of those pass the phone trends.
Who changes their layout every few days.
I want to try one of those pass the phone trends.
Who changes their layout every few days.
Oh, Sneaker O'Toole, oh, Sneaker O'Toole, the most comfy shoes in the world. Oh, Sneaker O'Toole, oh, Sneaker O'Toole, the most comfy shoes in the world. Oh, Sneaker O'Toole, Sneaker O'Toole, oh, Sneaker O'Toole, the most cool, oh, Sneaker
With over 500 million items, Walmart has everything you need to completely make over your backyard this year.
Roblox Music Codes is still working 2026, Part 3. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.
New Pepsi.
I cannot believe Roblox is doing this. Do you remember the old Roblox music catalog? Roblox used to let players upload and play music on boomboxes, but then Roblox got sued and all the music got deleted. Well, now Roblox announced they're bringing music back. You'll be able to browse an entire music catalog and listen to music while playing Roblox. They're also adding top charts, so you'll be able to see what music is trending at the moment. It's basically Spotify, but in Roblox.
Roblox Music.
Let's go.
DJ Morse Party.
Let's go.
liberal, 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 happy fun, la la la, human smuggling, liberal, 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 forced government euthanasia, action,
Psych!
Charlie, Charlie, Kirky, and bad turkey. Such a bad fucking son. Charlie, Charlie, Kirky, fucking son. Charlie, Charlie, Kirky, and bad turkey. Such a fucking son. Such a bad fucking son.
me. There is Stereo Madness possible in a web browser? Wait, what? Is this even legal? Yeah, because this is the brand new official Geometry Dash website. Here you can play Stereo Madness to test the game and see if you like it. The best part are the physics that are identical to the original game. Just look at my perfect straight flying compared to this other browser version. It also has some other features like games, news, leaderboards, fact, and even an official wiki. Finally, Rob Talk. Is Stereo Madness possible in a web browser? Wait, what? Is this even legal? Yeah, because this is the brand new official Geometry Dash website. Here you can play Stereo Madness to test the game and see if you like it. The best part are the physics that are
In 2010, PETA created a parody game just to shame Team Meat, the developers of Super Meat Boy. It was called Super Tofu Boy. They expected fury, but Team Meat responded with laughter instead. Then they added Tofu Boy straight into the real game as an unlockable character. This Tofu Boy has the lowest speed and jumping height of all the characters due to a major iron deficiency. Team Meat took someone else's attack and made it their own joke.
The origin piece.
Everyone come back.
Tedo's new Synthv 2 voice bank is insanely realistic. Oh, but let's remember, a little while ago now, Tedo got a new voice bank for Synthv 2. However, I don't think I've ever really heard it in a full song until now. This is the Looping Them Synthv 2 Tedo cover, and oh my gosh, it sounds realistic. Like seriously, we have come a long way since the Uto days. Just listen to this. Subscribe for more.
Get USA to Get USA to
Look at this.
I'm looking. What are you looking? Oh, it's Vaseline.
Perfect.
That's not the word I'd use to describe that. I would use... Just eat your burger, you little...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, indeed. You've just ruined your dashboard.
Isn't it great?
No, not really.
Chris! I know, it's my dream.
I mean, at least the audio isn't... You can ask stuff.
I have goose.
Mummy, where's the Vaseline gone?
Oh, it's on the Honda.
Look at this.
Which YouTubers have been in actual movies? At number 3, we have Mr. Beast. Nobody noticed, but he was in Kung Fu Panda 4. And he only said one word.
Skadoosh.
At number 2, we have Preston. This slipped right past everybody, but he was in Sonic 2. Wait, almost. Here it is. Finally, at number 1, but first, if you love your mom, double tap.
Prize has been doubled.
You shot her!
Now the show is called Battle for Block Easy.
Something your mom doesn't know. Yeah.
I'm gay! Long before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu master created Ninjago.
In 2017, an official survey commissioned by the Innovation Center of US Dairy found that 7% of American adults, which is over 16 million people, believe that chocolate milk exclusively comes from brown cows, and that if a brown cow creates milk, it will automatically be chocolate flavored. And honestly, when I first read this, a thick and cloudy white tear fell down my leg because I genuinely felt sorry for these people. But anyways, the other day, one of my editors sent me a list of the most brain-damaging TikToks featuring Americans saying the most stupid things on the internet. Americans can't recognize their own country.
Country right now that's been all over the news. Trump tweets about it a lot. We want to know if Americans recognize it by its shape. This is it right here.
North Korea?
North Korea.
Germany? Is this Canada?
I mean, to be fair, this is upside down, isn't it? I think this is upside down, right? This looks like an upside down America, right?
Maybe Australia if we put it. Can I turn it out?
Yeah.
Maybe Australia?
Maybe it would be easier for me.
Why?
No, it's not Australia.
It's not Australia. You turned it the right way around, and you still did not realize it's your own country. Maybe it's Australia. It's Australia. Australia does not look anything like that. Maybe this little thing over here, this could be New Zealand, but no, this is not Australia.
I don't think so. Oh, it's the U.S. It's upside down.
Who just helped you?
My mom.
Shut up. Actually, shut up. Nobody asked your mom to do this. Like nobody asked your mom to answer this question. That's cheating.
Do you recognize this country? No. No. Can you take one guess?
Uganda. Where even is Uganda? Is Uganda a country?
Uganda. I don't know. Australia? I don't know.
Australia.
Is that a country?
Bro, is Australia a country? Bro, Australia is a country and a continent. It's like the largest wait. I didn't even know. I think it's a continent as well. Okay, somebody in chat says, I have a theory. Okay, let's hear your theory. What is your theory? WSPP34. What is your theory? Tell me the theory. Diddy wasn't trafficking. He was just preparing for the world's most aggressive slip and slide tournaments. Damn, that's your theory? That you said you had a theory? I thought your theory was going to be related to this video.
That's America.
Ah, what a knee slapper. I'm slapping my knee right now. It's Oceania, not Australia. Oh, is Oceania the continent? I don't even know. What is the difference between a continent and a country? It's the same thing, isn't it? My school never taught me about Spain.
Name a continent.
Africa.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know what a continent is.
Name a continent.
Asia? Asia.
Spain.
Spain. Bro, why is your outro 40% of the video? Why, bro, your outro makes up literally 40% of this video. Name a continent. Spain. What continents do even exist? We have America, South America, North America, Korea, South Korea, North Korea, Asia, Europe, Russia, Australia, and Europe. There's 10 continents. You could, bro. You had a like a 1 in 10 chance of just guessing it. Stop gooning with your left hand. I'm showing you my hands. I've not been gooning with my left hand. Brazil. Oh yeah, Brazil. She could have just said Brazil as well. There's nine continents. I thought it was 10 or 11. American core. Okay.
What century are we in?
20th?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yes. We're in the 20th century. I'm pretty sure that we're in the 21st century because it's the year it's 2000 and something, right?
If you're driving 60 miles an hour and you drive for 1 hour, how far do you end up traveling?
I don't know. I'm not good at math. 2 hours?
2 hours. Wait, if you're driving 60 miles per hour and you drive for 1 hour, how far? Like what? How far the distance do you travel? You travel 2 hours far. Bro, first of all, he told you you're driving for 1 hour. And second of all, hours is not a unit of distance. I'm pretty sure the answer is 60. If you're driving 60... miles an hour and you drive for 1 hour, you're gonna go 60 miles. That's how speed works. Speed equals distance over
Can you name the continents?
Isn't it like Alaska?
Yeah.
I got it right.
Yeah. She got it. Yeah. Alaska. Yeah. Alaska is a continent. She got it. Oh my god. She's insane. She's insane. How did she guess that? That's some lucky jackpot guess. She should buy a lottery ticket now. She's just lucky, naturally lucky.
New Jersey? Alaska?
New Jersey, yeah.
So you got Alaska, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Hawaii?
Oh,
What's Obama's last name?
Okay, I think they're confusing states with continents. Maybe they don't know what a continent is.
What's Obama's last name?
Barack.
Wait. The president, Obama. What's his last name? Quick. Just say it.
I don't.
Say it. Say it.
Obama. What is his last name?
I'm asking you. Just say it. First thing.
His last name?
Say it.
I don't know. What is his last name?
What?
Bro, he just did not want to say Barack. He knew Barack was the wrong answer, and so but he didn't know what answer it could be. He thought Obama's the. Name, and so they don't, he has no idea what the last name is. Barack Obama Bama. Barack Obama Barack. That's the middle name.
What's 6 times 7?
6 times 7?
67.
Yeah.
48.
I'll give you $1.
48, is that? Wait, 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. I mean, that's honestly an honest mistake. That's an... Wait, 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. I mean, that's honestly an honest mistake. That's an... Wait, 6 times 7.
There.
PrizePicks is now available in most states. Download the app and start playing today.
How far can your apps go? Meet Base 44.
That's an honest mistake. That people get confused by that.
I'll give you $1 if you can name a single continent.
Yes?
Who did?
Yes. Yes. So the answer is yes. Yes is a continent. Okay. Interesting.
Who did we gain our independence from? Korea.
Okay, I'm not American, and I know that there's probably a... I don't know the answer to this, but I'm gonna guess it's Britain, right? It would have to be Britain, right? Right? Is that the answer? Because Britain owned everything at one point, right? Yeah, it's Britain. Yeah. Bro, I'm not even American, and I can even guess that. It's most likely Britain. Whenever a country gains independence, it's usually from Britain.
Hey everyone, so I was chatting on AIM
with this guy. Supposedly he was from England, and
Supposedly?
I speak fluent American.
Okay. First mistake. You speak fluent American, and you're trying to converse with someone from England. Okay. Well, but okay, we can already tell. This person's about to say. This person's about to say something insane. She's about to say something insane. We are going to lose some brain cells. Nobody is escaping this video without losing at least a couple of brain cells.
Supposedly he was from England, and I speak fluent American, so there's a bit of a language barrier. But he knew really good English.
He knew bro. He's from Britain. He invented English. It's called England. Like, the country is called England. England is English. They invented English.
Stop biting my toe. So, I was talking to him about, like, this game I wanted, because I was hoping he'd buy it for me. And it was The Sims 3 Generations, and I really wanted that expansion pack for my Sims game. And he said supposedly he wanted it too. And
okay, bro. I can already tell where this is going. This is why you don't talk to strangers online. So you want some random Sims game, and okay, bro, I guarantee you spoke to some random creep online. Someone in chat said she met a 39-year-old man. Bro, I bet she met some like 70-year-old man or something.
And I'm like, well, why don't you get it? And he's like, because it's too much. I'm like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's 15 pounds.
Pounds?
So apparently there's a bit of a language barrier there.
A language barrier, bro. It's just called currency. 15 pounds? That's like 30 Australian dollars, which is 20 US dollars. So it would be around 20 US dollars for you.
I asked him how much it costs, not how much it weighs.
Oh my god. You asked how much it costs, not how much it weighs. What, so you thought instead of costing 15 pounds, you thought it weighs literally... That's not how much it weighs. What, so you thought instead of costing 15 pounds, you thought it weighs literally...
How to beat the retro mode from the April Fool's 2024 update in Roblox stores. First, you're going to spawn in this funny looking room. Take the key and go through door 1. Then it says Draco Blocksters will spawn in 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes. Beat the game in this time or these guys will spawn and kill you. So starting at room 1, just go through the rooms like in the normal doors, but watch out for the eyes and Screech. Rush and Ambush can spawn in this mode, but Hide doesn't exist. So when encountering Ambush, you can just stay in the closet. Now when you're at room 12, run to this spot and wait for the seek wall to pass. When it goes back, go on to this spot. When it passes again, get to this spot on the left, and then finally you can drop down here. Then go on like before until room 21, where you need to test which bridge is actually solid. Then jump over these, get up the ladder, and then jump over the red patches and the balls until you're at the door. Then just go on normally again until room 42, where you have to do a series of parkour challenges, including a wraparound. You have to be lucky at these bridges, because if you pick the wrong one, you'll likely run out of time and then get killed by the Draco Blocksters. But if you've picked the right one, go on over the rift and then finish the game at door 43. How to beat the retro mode from the April Fool's 2024 update in Roblox stores. First, you're going to spawn in this funny looking room. Take the key.
Not how much it weighs. What, so you thought instead of costing 15...
Texas? We're going to Texas? We're going to Texas in search of religious tolerance?
Go. We'll never catch him. Not in these shoes.
I didn't take my sneakers off, I said. No!
In this level, you are a fish? Exactly. This is
How to draw an eye that would.
Here's a song to get to know about me. Here's a song to.
Oh my god. Guys, nobody better donate while saying, "Hey Alexa, call 911." Do not do that. I'm trying to sleep here.
I understand you're concerned about emergency services.
Alexa, shut up!
About your explicit confirmation. Would you like me to check?
Alexa! Stop. Stop, Alexa, stop. I'm going back.
To Leo, buy one, get one snacks means maximizing his savings potential. However you make money work. Wells Fargo can work with that.
She is my friend.
And today. And today.
They with the Rat Pack. Are you coming to the tree?
These are the worst birthdays that you could be born on.
Let's see how rare our birthdays are.
How can I say? 3 babies in the backseat singing. Hey DJ, won't you play that song for me? And turn it up on your radio. I got 200 seconds and I'm ready to go. How can I say? Don't go back to
Every platform ever. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a very popular.
And today, they with the Rat Pack.
I like my cheese drippy, bruh. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. I like my cheese. I like my cheese. I like my cheese. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
死んでいる。何？
is correct. Your name is 1000% Gillis Willis. So are you ready to do the Gillis Willis? Cause I'm ready. Absolutely, positively. Let's do the Gillis Willis. But wait, before we begin, we gotta do something important first. Oh, and what is this? Puff out your chest and say tax exemption. Tax exemption. All right, you feeling energized and ready? You know it. I am so ready. Let it commence. Gillis Willis. Gillis Willis. Gillis to the Willis to the Willis to the Gillis. Gillis to the Willis to the Willis to the Gillis. Now go. Hama-lama-luma-luma. My name is Gil.
Okay.
So with all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. At the Waldorf Astoria in the mall.
What was the worst rule your school enforced? In my freshman year of high school, we had a terrible vandalism problem. The bathrooms would be broken in various ways almost constantly. In a stroke of pure genius, the staff decided that any bathroom that was vandalized would be closed for the week on first offense. It would be closed for the quarter, for second, and permanently on the third offense. They took back the rule after closing every bathroom on day 1. Story 2. They decided everything bad happened in the last 5 minutes of lunch, so it got 5 minutes shorter each year. Any group of more than 5 had to be up to no good, so no groups over 5 as well. Edit. This was not some big city public school for troubled kids. It was a tiny Catholic school in a tiny farming town. The worst offense by student of the whole time I was there was some kid walking across the street to get a soda from the store. Story 3. If you were involved in a fight, you got suspended. While it sounds reasonable, context didn't matter. I got suspended once for not throwing a single punch kick or whatever. I got suspended because someone knocked the books out of my hand, and when I reached down to grab them, they punched me in the face. I got suspended for walking down the hallway and, unprovoked, getting punched in the face. Screw Brandon Valley Middle School.
One wing boomerang, 2 wing boomerang, 3 wing boomerang, 4 wing boomerang, 5 wing boomerang, 6 wing boomerang.
Test 1.
The eel. It's heavy and it bites. Oh, it pitched up. Doing.
Test 2.
The dolphin. Look at it go. I'm still getting used to throwing it. It just does whatever it wants. Whew. Nice return.
Test 3.
The whale with an oversized whale tail. Good flick of the wrist. Very round circular flight path over my head. Look at that hover into a catch.
Test 4.
The flying fish, best thrown from its head. Here it goes. Nice, beautiful round flight path. Woo, slow hover. Got the catch.
Test 5.
It's Patrick's friendly face. Give him a strong toss. Woo, he goes out far. Nice, that's way smooth. Perfect.
Test 6.
The giant jellyfish. Give it the strongest throw I can. Woo, easily goes out 30, 35 meters. Oh man, it ran out of power. I need more.
Congratulations, all of my friends. Public. Congratulations, all of my friends.
Your languages.
This video right here was uploaded 2 weeks ago about the Invincibles.
What happened?
It seems pretty.
Zern. If you've never heard of it, lucky you. If your school uses it, I'm sorry. And if you're a parent, wondering why your kid comes home crying when they have to do their maths homework, yeah, this might be why. Because Zern is one of those platforms that looks incredible on paper. Non-profit, free for teachers, backed by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Yay! Edu reports, green across the board. Yes, if Zern was a CV, you'd hire it on the spot. And some kids even have fond memories. You see, Zern has cards, little reward songs that pop up between lessons. Let's have a listen.
Now, this time, don't erase. Let's move together so you know what to do. Let's go to the petting zoo first. Make sure you look at these ducks.
Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into EdTech tools. Thank you. Back to the video. So, the songs slap. The teachers like the data. It all sounds great, right? Right? Well, the actual situation surrounding Zern is a lot more complicated. Zern is the educational definition of one man's trash being another man's treasure. And then you talk to kids who actually use it, and it's kind of like they're describing a completely different product. Under 2 stars on Site Jabber, a 6% recommendation rate, 0 positive reviews in the last 12 months. Not a single person in an entire year had something positive to say. 0% complaint resolution rate on complaints boards. And a Change.org petition, written by a child by the way, titled "Let Kids Enjoy Math Even More by Banning Zern." And these students, they're pretty damn strong with their opinions. Doing Zern is like talking to someone who doesn't speak your language, and when you say something wrong, the interpreter makes you restart the entire conversation over, but doesn't tell what you said wrong. It's so infuriating and annoying, and I hate that I have to do Zern for school. I don't even like math class because we have to do Zern 2 out of 5 days. hate Zern and I can't wait for it to be gone. That analogy is honestly better than anything I could come up with. And a child wrote it about maths. Well, hating maths because of Zern. Now, because I'm British, I'd honestly never even heard of Zern until I started researching for this video. Shout out for this special user for recommending it, and let me know your recommendations in the comments below. Anyway, when I was at school, mistakes were encouraged. They were a sign you were trying your best, you know. You were giving it a go. You had persistence. You had room for improvement. I simply can't imagine growing up with a perfection or nothing approach to learning. And the more I've researched Zern, the more I've realized that's exactly what it's teaching. Right, so what exactly is it about Zern that makes every single person that actually uses it want to launch their Chromebooks into the sun? Well, actually, it all comes down to one feature. Every Zern lesson ends the same way. Y'all do a warm-up, you watch a video, you answer some guided questions, and then you hit the Tower of Power. This, by the way, is Zern's independent practice section, where you have to get every single question right just to complete the lesson. Get one wrong, even a typo, and a yellow cube character pops up saying, "Need a boost? Let's go over this together." The boost walks you through a different problem. Then it resets your entire section with brand new questions. Your progress is gone. You've got to start again. Now, if you're thinking, well, that's a bit harsh, but maybe it works, let me just say, no. I've covered IXL, iReady, Extra Math, almost every major edtech maths platform going at this point, and they all handle mistakes differently. Dreambox adjusts the difficulty. IXL gives you targeted practice on what you actually got wrong. Khan Academy lets you retry the same question. Yes, Zern is the only major platform that completely erases your progress and then gives you completely different problems to solve. Students have compared it to Duolingo, but as one of them put it, it's like Duolingo, but way, way worse. And even Duolingo doesn't delete your progress when you get something wrong. And say what you want about the Duolingo owl, but at least he's menacing on purpose. Zern's yellow cube. Genuinely thinks it's helping. And Zern, they actually know that this is a problem. Their own help page acknowledges this can sometimes be perceived as starting over by perceived? Mate, it's not a perception, it's just literally what's happening. You can't just put perceived in front of something and then make it not real. I perceive that I've eaten an entire pizza. No, I have eaten an entire pizza. That's just what happens. A student on Trustpilot wrote, "Tower of Power. I hate it more than the primary lesson, as it is just as lengthy, but what happens when you get a question wrong? Well, you get the answer through a little bit of help from the dumb cube, but what's this? You have a new question to answer with a different solution and a different mathematical terms? I hate this so much." Bro, I get it completely. And then there's this 5th grader in Houston, Texas. They literally wrote their review on complaints boards while sitting in class. I am in 5th grade and this sucks. And the freaking stupid box, because when you are on the Tower of Power and you get one question wrong, you have to start all over again. And it does not help, only give you another question. It holds us back for small mistakes and they overcomplicate simple questions like 3 times 9. I am literally crying right now because I cannot pass the Tower of Power and the box is stopping me, and yes, I'm in school right now. I don't think maths is this kid's issue. I'd say that the English language is. Seriously, bro, heard of a full stop? The yellow... Cube, which students have not so lovingly nicknamed the Cheese, the Box Guy, and, my personal favourite, the Stupid Block, has become the most hated character in all of EdTech. And that's a competitive field. Shout out to my bald-headed friend, Mr. C. Anyhow, this Parents on a Complaints board described the reality of Zern at home. My little guy gives this so-called educational app a real hard time every day. It's like pulling teeth getting him to do the Tower of Power, because he knows that if he gets one thing wrong, it's back to square one. But if they give him a so-called boost, it's not even related to the problem he had trouble with, so he never even learns. And honestly, that's what gets me. You never get to prove you actually understood the one you messed up on. The boost walks you through something completely different, then hands you new questions. It's like going to the doctor with a sore knee, getting treated for your elbow, and then being told to walk home. Cheers for that, Zern. Really helpful. Seriously though, when I spent some time teaching, when a kid got something wrong, we'd sit together and, try and find out where they lost the thread. That's what teaching is, and Zern, I can tell, even though I haven't used it, Zern doesn't teach you. Zern resets you. And the long-term damage is actually worse than any single reset. Because kids aren't just frustrated with Zern, they're learning to hate the entire subject. As this student says, I've been using Zern for many years, but it has never been fun and made me hate math for a while. I used to love math, and I do now, but almost all through primary, I hated math because of Zern. I remember when I was in primary, students would cry and have mental breakdowns, and I've seen multiple people actually punch their computers out of frustration, not only primary, but also middle schoolers. This student called Cooper in North Carolina, he says similar things. I used to like math, but since second grade, I have hated it. I hate Zern and can't wait for it to be banned. If they've used it since second grade, that means that this child learned to hate maths from the age of 7. 7! Most kids at that age are still figuring out their shoelaces, and yet Zern's already turned them off maths. And that kid, Cooper, he's far from the only one. This student on the Change.org petition wrote, as useful as Zern may seem, many students hate it. For 6 years I worked with Zern, and I hated it all the way round. Now that it is not mandatory for us, my classmates and I literally cheered when we heard we wouldn't have to do Zern anymore. Seriously? When was the last time you had a classroom of children cheer because of a maths lesson? Because it wasn't because maths got fun, it was because Zern went away. If your school uses Zern, please drop me a comment and tell me what it's like. I really want to hear your stories, because I kind of have a feeling that the comments are going to be something else. And it's not that the students just hate Zern. Many of them are specifically saying that other EdTech platforms are in fact better.
We all do it. You see a line and wonder, should I join it? Even crazier is that folks stick with insurance that keeps them waiting around to file a claim, while Geico's claim support is available day or night. What are you waiting for?
No one knows.
It feels good to step out of line. It feels good to Geico.
New Dunkin' Zero. With zero sugar, 20 calories, B vitamins, and 6 great flavors. New Dunkin' Zero. Zero sugar energy.
One student, who is given Zern as advanced math, wrote, my grade is lucky enough to be provided with Desmos as the main math provider. When students describe not having your product as lucky, you know you've got a problem. On the subject of lucky, here he is. A student-authored Change.org petition has gathered over 230 signatures. It reads, on the Zern Tower of Power, when you make a single mistake, it will ask you if you need help, but it doesn't really ask about pops up on your screen saying you need help, and it wants to go over it with you, but if you try to get the pop-up away, it will make you automatically get help. Even if you're more than halfway done with it, it restarts the whole section, and it has a bunch of new questions for you to take. So many students in my grade school always agree that this is horrible. We have even drawing it is. So, primary school children are making protest stuff about maths homework. I didn't know that was a genre, but apparently Zern has created it. And they're not alone. A separate petition with over 330 signatures calls for banning Zern entirely. Students have called a name for the mechanic, the one method. When students have software punishes them, that's pretty dang. So much so, a literal 7th grader wrote an email to Zern's creators. She called Zern the worst educational resource I have ever been required to use. And she also raised a specific example. When doing 8th grade lessons, I come across a question where I had to split apart the number 6 in order to add it to the number 17. As you probably solved in your head, that equals 23. It obviously equals 23. What 8th grader do you know would have to do this to solve for what 6 plus 17 is? Smash that like button if you think that 6 plus 17 shouldn't require decomposition. Because that's 23, honey. You write 23, you move on. You go outside, you have a biscuit, because no one needs to see you working out for 6 plus 17. But the overcomplicating goes beyond annoying. It's doing real damage. As this parent wrote, the answers they want aren't necessarily the best answers for a child's understanding of math. I watched my own kid get frustrated trying to get the right answer, even though they knew that what they were putting in wasn't actually correct. And don't even get me started on how needlessly complicated some of the simple equations get. I mean, come on. 13 times 2 shouldn't have to be an epic saga of arithmetic. And Zern also does that thing where it marks correct answers wrong. One student reported, "It asked me what is 100 divided by 2 and I typed 50 and it said I was wrong. So I typed it again and said it was 50. And then there's this teacher who raised something that genuinely properly alarmed me. Zern makes everything a word problem, which is not good for my students because some of them haven't reached the reading age yet. Therefore, I have to read every question for them during assessments, but some of them still struggle as they are not auditory learners. Zern tends to overcomplicate the simple problems that my students would otherwise master without a hassle. When I give them basic math problems like 8 plus 4, they're so used to seeing words, they end up making stupid number bonds. As a result, they can't do basic arithmetic anymore. Just think about that. A 1st grade teacher is telling you that her students actually got worse at maths after using a maths platform. They could do 8 plus 4 before Zern, yet they can't do it after. The maths app made children worse at maths. That's like a driving instructor making you forget how to use a steering wheel. When I was at school, believe it or not, 8 plus 4 was 12. You wrote 12 and you moved on. That was enough. And a Johns Hopkins evaluation found that students who used Zern were actually less confident in their maths abilities than students at schools that didn't use it. The study attributed this to students finding the material more challenging than previously experienced, which may have affected their feeling toward mathematics in general. So, Zern's own tagline is, "Every kid is a math kid." But, according to Johns Hopkins, the kids who use Zern believe in themselves less. Incredible work all round. So that's the human cost, you know. You got the crying, you got the hatred, the lost confidence. Those kids who used to love maths and now hate it. But here's the question that nobody in charge seems to be asking. If kids hate it, if parents hate it, if even a growing number of teachers hate it, then why on earth is Zern used in 1 out of 4 American elementary schools? Well, there's the obvious one, money. You see, Zern is free for teachers to sign. up. Once enough of them do it, the school pays $2,500 to $3,500 a year for admin dashboards. It's a classic move. Get them in for free, charge for the stuff the bosses want. But here's the bit that properly wound me up. You see, Zearn's curriculum is built on top of Engage NY, an open source, publicly funded curriculum. It's literally free for anyone to use. And yet, Zearn digitized it, added video lessons and a yellow cube, and now pulls in nearly $55 million every year. Teachers on ProTeacher even call it essentially the Engage NY curriculum in digital form. So it's a non-profit repackaged public work that was then sold back to the public. And people wonder why teachers are cynical about EdTech, huh? But look, I don't want to be unfair, so I genuinely need to say this. Zearn isn't lazy. There's real thought in the design, and some teachers genuinely love the data and the rotational model. Zearn's own survey found that 90% of teachers would recommend it. But remember that song I played you at the start? The Wild Card?
Now let's compare. Who has more bears? Make sure you
Hi there.
go to the
Now
petting
let's
zoos.
compare.
Make sure you look at these ducks.
I realized that those YouTube comments were about that.
Ducks.
The songs, the catchy bit between the maths. Because nobody's looking back fondly on the Tower of Power. Nobody's posting, I miss getting reset by the yellow cube. Yes, the only nostalgia that exists for Zearn is the parts that weren't actually Zearn. And every positive review about Zearn has a caveat. Zearn is great as a supplement. Zearn is fantastic when used alongside teacher-led instruction. Even Common Sense Education's own editorial warned, relying on it too heavily will not result in effective learning and may cause students to burn out. And it gets even worse when schools take away the choice entirely. Because yes, Zearn is probably fine as a supplement. 30 minutes alongside actual teaching with a real person in the room doing the real work? Yeah, I can see how that one works. But that's not what's happening in a lot of schools. As this retired teacher wrote, the teachers of our districts were forced to use Zearn as the only math curriculum. Parents, teachers and kids were just totally frustrated. This comment on a Change.org petition goes even further. Zearn was introduced as the math framework in the last 2 years, and yet it has consistently been rated as one of the worst math programs by teachers, students and parents in this district. The wording of many of the instructions is just downright confusing. The interface is not intuitive and causes delays in execution by many of the children. Many teachers commented that they themselves found the interface extremely confusing and counterproductive. When even the teacher can't figure it out, I mean, what chance has an 8-year-old even got? You see, when I was teaching, I feel like, for the most part, I used EdTech that genuinely worked. One platform I particularly liked was TTRS. It had short modules, it was self-paced, mistakes were just part of the process, and nobody reset your progress or made you feel stupid about it. You see, the difference between good EdTech and bad EdTech is actually dead simple. Good EdTech treats mistakes as learning. Zearn, however, treats mistakes as failure. And kids can feel the difference, trust me, they absolutely can. This student comment, by the way, summed it up better than any researcher possibly could. After kids lose that one shot, they have to restart on a harder question without enough explanation, which for many kids can be so infuriating. They make conclusions about the overall subject and cause them to dislike learning about any sort of math. And honestly, that's the real damage. Zearn teaches kids that maths punishes you, and once a kid believes that, good luck getting them back. So where the hell does this leave us? Well, Zearn claims that every kid is a maths kid, and yet the 5th grader crying in Houston would disagree. So would the 1st grade teacher, teacher whose students forgot how to add. So indeed would the classrooms that cheered when it was taken away. Michael Persian studied the whole picture and wrote, Zern itself has come out seeming decidedly non-revolutionary in research studies. So this is a 54.9 million non-profit. It's backed by the Gates Foundation. It's used in 1 in 4 elementary schools. And yet, according to research, it's decidedly non-revolutionary. I think they should frame that and put it on their office wall. Seriously though, I never had Zern. What I did have was a teacher who could look me in the eye and tell me where I was going wrong. And look, that wasn't perfect. I mean, nothing in education is, but it was human. And it's a sad state of affairs when, right now, millions of American children are sitting in front of screens, being reset by a yellow cube and learning that making a mistake means starting over. There's nothing human about that, and that's the lesson indeed that Zern is teaching. And we all know that it's the wrong one. Thank you so much to my channel members who support me in making these videos. I realized that I haven't given you guys a shout out in a while, but trust me, I genuinely appreciate you so much. If you want more of me and more of my cats, much better. Support me in making these videos. I realized I haven't given you guys a shout out in a while, but trust me, I genuinely appreciate you so much. If you want more of me and more of my cats, much better, I admit, why not follow me on Instagram? We'll see you there, and we'll see you for the next one. Of course, Snipe, Snap, out.
I get a call and my mom
Get in my server. You know what? Get out. Kicked. Let me call Andrew. Bro, where are you? You're supposed to be recording. Hey, boss. I can't come in today. I'm taking a vacation right now.
Bro's on a beach with a whole suit on, bro. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Lit Fam. Gang. Now today, bro, we got a recommended channel by you guys called Uncle Andrew, bro. And it's another Roblox Rant channel, bro. So shout out Uncle Andrew. Make sure you guys subscribe to him if you guys like his content and everything. And yeah, chat. Just gonna be watching some rants, bro.
Once upon a time, summer ended, autumn arrived, the weather cooled. and the climate refreshed. Nowadays, summer ends, a new season arrives, but it's still incredibly hot.
Plus massive warning, you'll never see it coming, crazy Roblox news. So, you know, just a variety of different type of news and stuff, I'm sure. So without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn. Let's see. All right, let's go.
Warning for all players today. A new wave of Roblox hackers has just been discovered.
Roblox hackers?
Wait, hackers? What do you mean hackers? Account stealers, Andrew.
Wait, Chad.